What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope y'all are having an amazing day as usual. So as you guys can see, we are at a railroad crossing right now, and today we are going to be exploring an abandoned railroad. So we are here at Pine Street and Claremont Avenue in Montclair, New Jersey, and there's an abandoned railroad that goes all the way from Montclair all the way to Hoboken. So if you're not already subscribed, click the like button, click the subscribe button, always comment down below. It always helps out with the videos. Obviously, we're not going all the way to Hoboken because we're not walking all the way to Hoboken because, let's be honest, I don't have time for that. And also, it'd mean a lot if you could click the like button and subscribe button. We are so close. Actually, we already hit 300 subscribers, so I want to say God bless to all you guys for that. But let's hope we can hit 400 as soon as possible. So now this railroad obviously doesn't look abandoned. This is a fully functioning railroad. But you see that little railroad that goes back there? That's the abandoned railroad called the Lower Boonton Line. And so you see these two tracks these ones are active. This rusty track right here is an abandoned railroad. So we're gonna walk around here. We're gonna try to be quick because I don't want people to watch me walking on a railroad because that's kind of sus. That's what all the kids are using nowadays. That's the term that all the kids use. It's called sus, which is short for suspicious. So this is where the two railroads split off. So the reason why they called this the Lower Boonton Line is because this is the Montclair Boonton Line, but this one was, I guess, just an extension of the Montclair Boonton Line, which is a fully functioning railroad. But as you can see, that is Mountainside Hospital right there. Was I born in Mountainside Hospital? No, I was born at St. Barnabas Hospital, not Mountainside Hospital. Anyway, so as you can see, this railroad looks very abandoned. So we're still in Montclair. That little bridge right there is Bay Street. As you can see, this railroad has decayed like crazy, people. And as you can see, lots of garbage and tires and just crap like that. Even that's a Pathmark shopping cart. Man, Pathmark has been out of business for so long. Anyways, so right here is a bridge, and that's Bay Street. Now, the really weird thing is that this is an abandoned railroad. So why would they have a fence on the bridge? You know, that doesn't make much sense, which means that there possibly was a jumper here. You never know. But this is the last street before we wind up in Glen Ridge. We're about to go under this bridge, which has lots of graffiti on it. Like, lots and lots. Graffiti, broken glass. This is definitely a decayed railroad. So we are no longer in Montclair. We're now in Glen Ridge, which is a much wealthier town. Anyways, totally besides the point. This right here is the bridge on Ridgewood Avenue, which is a very famous filming location because there's a YouTube video, and I'll show you guys the clip of the last train going on this railroad back in September of 2002, which was almost 20 years ago. I think it's 17 or 18 years ago. Yeah, I'll show you guys the clip right now. So something that I noticed that was very weird about that previous clip is that this is a 2 the railroad had 2 tracks. Now this one, as you can see, only has 1. So I'm assuming this was where the second track was at, like right here. And I guess they just got rid of it or tore it down or something like that. Now here's something really scary that I'm seeing right here, and this is extremely scary, like scary without a doubt. Right here, as you can see, now this is dangerous right here. Like, so basically, if a train was coming down here, it would be right there. It would fall off onto the track, or into the grass. Now, that is extremely dangerous. That could be another reason why the railroad, possibly, that could have been another reason why it went abandoned, but I don't think so. It's very overgrown. Now, something weird I noticed was when we were in Montclair, there was so much more garbage. It was way dirtier. There were way more weeds coming out of the ground. So, you know what that means? That means that the Glen Ridge government basically cleans the garbage off of this railroad, which is actually kind of cool, but ain't nobody got time for that. So guys, it was actually incorrect. This is the Ridgewood Avenue Bridge. That was Baldwin Street over there. So this is where the train was going, under this bridge. This bridge looks a lot older, doesn't it? There's some power lines which look like they're operating. They look like they're like actual power lines. So I see somebody walking their dog. Maybe we can catch up with them and interview them. Probably not. Anyways, so as you can see right there, crap, I just dropped my soda. Have to find a garbage can somewhere. That right there looks like an old power line that probably no longer gets used. So here we are at Benson Street Station in Glen Ridge. And here's something that really pisses me off. So as you can see, I'm walking over a sewer drain thing. But anyways, so as you can see, this used to be an old train station, obviously. This is where the platform was, probably. Yeah, definitely, because there's where the yellow lines are. Those are where the street lamps are. And this right here is the station, the Benson Street Station. Right here. And this is something that bothers me. So, back in the 90s, I believe, the train station caught fire. So, and then somebody restored it and turned it into some ugly ass house. That is a piece of history ruined right there. I'm sorry, that is just a ugly house. I mean, my God. But there is also a little garden right here. And we're crossing the railroad right now. This is Benton Street right here. Why do I keep on saying Benton? It's Benson. Anyways. And this right here is one of the railroad signs. Here's the garden. Alright guys, so we're making really good progress. We're already at Broad Street in Bloomfield right now. So we're no longer in Glen Ridge. And we're walking over Broad Street right now. There's a sock right there. So I'm gonna just show you guys this little view. Hopefully I don't drop my camera. Isn't that a pretty view? Alright guys, so I just ran into some guy who says he does this every day. So I guess that's kind of cool. But right now we're doing something a little risky. We are walking across the Garden State Parkway on an abandoned railroad, which is one of the most risky things I think I've ever done. Walking over these bridges are scary. This one is not as scary, but here's my fear. Number one is falling onto the highway and killing myself. Number two is the fact that this bridge does not have a fence. So if I fall in, I'm basically gonna die. And my third biggest fear is having a state trooper come and arrest my ass. Those are three things to be scared of right there. Anyways, but here it is. There is the Garden State Parkway. This isn't not that bad actually. But I don't know how far we're gonna head. because we've been walking for a while now. I mean, think about it. We were at Mountainside Hospital, and now we're at the Garden State Parkway. So I gotta turn back soon. That's a deer right there. Is he hurt? He looks like he's stuck. No, he's not. He's all good. That's a big deer. Anyways, so this right here is pretty much old and decayed. So that right there is something that they use. And usually it will have a couple lights. Now, this is one of the boxes. I'm not sure. Those are like electrical boxes for the railroads, I believe. So this thing is basically almost like a traffic light. So you would have a red light, a yellow light, and a green light. Or I think it was just a green and a red. So what that would do is if it was green, that means that the train would be good to go that way. If it was red, that means that the train would have to stop right there. Obviously. So cute. I love deer. Don't hunt deer, okay? It is deer hunting season. Please don't hunt any deer, please. They're very good animals. But that's how a lot of people survive out in the sticks, you know? They gotta kill something to eat. Or they can just go vegan. But let's be honest, no one would go vegan. No one's vegan. Okay, this is a really dumb conversation. So right now we are at a old train station. I'm not sure what the street is, but right here was probably the commuter parking. And as you can see, at one point, these were all lamps. So that lamp shade is still there, but a lot of them aren't. They've probably been scrapped by scrappers. There's actually a whole thing about them. They're basically people that take things from abandoned places that have like good value and sell it and make a fortune. Don't ever do that. It's very stupid. But right here, this part of the railroad, I have to be honest, is pretty cleaned up. Honestly, you know what they should do? They should build like they should probably just make the street go down that way. That'd probably be so much easier for drivers instead of having to, you know, turn around. That's one annoying thing about railroads. Anyways, so there's a staircase right here. So it says the staircase was built in 1955, but we're not going to be able to go that way. Oh, it's not a train station. It just leads to the road. Anyways, let's just keep on walking. So this is something really cool right here. So this was basically, as you can see, it's connected to that box. So this was basically where they would announce where the next train was coming from. Like, have you ever been to like a train station and then the thing goes, train 2 going to Newark will arrive in 5 minutes. That's what that speaker thing was. Looks like we're at a car junkyard or something, or doesn't look like a car junkyard because all the cars look pretty new. No, this is probably one of those chop shops. No, it's probably just an auto repair place. So I just saw another runner. I guess he was just jogging or something. Here's another problem. So basically, like, as you guys can see, if a train were to come down here, it'd basically wind up broken or crashed or something. Anyways, so we're still walking. I'm thinking about heading back soon. It is 4:15. It doesn't get dark till 5 o'clock. So I said we have a little more time, but this part of the railroad is really decaying. I don't know if we're still in Bloomfield. We might be in Bellevile. I'm not actually sure. But as you can see, this is burnt for some reason. Maybe they were trying to burn the place for like insurance fraud or something. I don't know why I was saying that, but anyways, I don't know why it would be burnt like that. But as you can see, scrappers have pretty much been taking these metal things, and metal things and like metal bars, when they scrap them, they can actually get a lot of money for it. So yeah, not very good. We're still walking. I don't even know if this is still Bloomfield. Like I said, we could be in Belleville.